Shit, is this it here? Fuck.
I failed on my bike, and the reason that I'm making this video is because I want to show all the good and all the bad experience that I have when I'm on my bike. So this particular day we went on like a fairly long ride, and we wanted to include this this climb. It's called Swiss Hill, and it's cobbled and it's steep, and we just wanted to have a go at it. So really nice, beautiful day, sunny, just like enjoying the riding. Get to the base of this climb, and I was just thinking, shit, it looks steep and it looks really difficult.
Swiss Hill attempt.
And if you know, if anyone's like, obviously when you ride on cobbles, it's hard. It is really hard riding on cobbles. Even if it's flat, it's quite tough to ride on cobbles. So yeah, we set off up this climb, and my arms were just like this, shaking, because it was that cobbled and that like rickety. So going, and then about halfway up, one of our friends, he stopped, and right there is where I failed. So basically I not watched him actually stop, but I'm going up and I'm looking ahead and I'm like, shit, if he's come off, if he's stopped at this point, like I can't go on, because he's a much better rider than me. I'm thinking, God, if he's struggling, like if he can't get up it, then I've got no chance of getting up it. And right there, that very second, is where I failed.
Oh, Jay.
And that's what I realise now, is because I let myself talk myself out of doing it just because of somebody else. If he'd have carried on, I probably wouldn't have even had a second thought about it. I probably just would have like just carried on. But there, I let that mind get the better of me, and I'm like, no. I was so angry with myself. Not angry with myself, just like frustrated, I guess. And so I set off again up the rest of the climb, which took me a while to get off because it was steep and it was cobbled, and it's harder to set off when you're halfway up a climb. So set off and got to the end like fine. It wasn't even as bad as I thought it was gonna get. And yeah, so I get to the end, and then the other guys are waiting at the end for me. And straight away I'm like,
this is going to be a genuine question. Do they want to come and do it again? Genuinely.
And they're just like, really? I'm like, yes, we are doing it again.
Shall we go back down? Let's go back down and do it again.
Shall we do it again? Really?
Yeah.
A fairly long way round.
No, you're on wizards. Keep going down here, you're on wizards, so you go down.
I just feel like, because of that little bit, I just thought, fuck, and then it flattened off, and I was like, shit.
I think they just go down and then come back up.
Down is horrible on cobbles.
You don't want to go down?
No. If no one else wants to. What do you
Not
reckon?
far. We can always do it another day, can't we?
I'm here, I'm doing it today. If you want to wait.
Well, let's roll that round then.
And they're like, oh, okay, then let's go do it again. Because I was like, no, I can't let that defeat me. And that is the option. So when you have been defeated by something, you can either let that defeat last, or use it and overcome it. And I'm stubborn, I am headstrong, and I am like so determined. I'm like, no, I'm doing this again now. I have to do it, So went round again, set off again up this climb. Still ricky, still cobbly, still pretty steep. And it's steep in the fact that, you know, like your front wheel is like lifting up, it feels like that, so you've got to put so much more weight on the front of the bike. So going up these cobbles again, and the same guy, because the cobbles are so shaky, he kind of went into a wall, and I saw it and I was just like, I didn't actually see it happen, but I saw him stopped again. So the same guy stopped, and I'm just thinking, oh no, it must be really like bad if that's happened to him and he's a really experienced rider. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not letting my mind like get the better of me, so I was like, no, just keep going. It just made me try and put more weight on the front of the bike. So carried on.
Woo. Yahoo! I'm so made up with that. So sure. Oh my god.
It's all about confidence, isn't it, really? Because
Yeah.
you think, what's next? What's going to happen? And
Yeah.
And then you think, I can't possibly do it.
That's what scares me. I think that I don't know what's coming.
Once you know, you can do it.
It was just like the best feeling, because, and it taught me that your mind is so important. And I know everyone knows that before anyway, but like for that, you just have to, you can be careful obviously when you're riding, but you can't let your mind like overrule everything, because you just can't. And that's what I learned. And yeah, so if you've got something, it doesn't have to even really be with cycling. If something you feel like has defeated you or is defeating you, just, those two options. You either like tackle it head on, or you just let it rule you and let it kind of, what's the word? Just like fester and get worse. So I'm well chuffed with it. So that's my little video for today. And as always, if you've got any comments or questions, leave them below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and press the little bell so you get all the notifications of when I'm uploading new videos. And yeah, I think that's it for today, so I will see you next video. Happy cycling!